Hey, a little disclaimer before we start with this one. Matt isn't saying go out and eat cyanide. I'm telling you not to eat cyanide right now, so make that clear. But I wanted to show you the power of our belief. And at this point, I'm pretty convinced that if you fully believe that eating cyanide is good for you, it will be. Let me explain. So I work with tons of people all the time, and a lot of times people are shaming themselves, feeling guilty, thinking that one cracker is making them fat. You know, this belief that is behind stuff, and the intention behind why we do what we do is the energy of what that carries. Now, I think so. I go back and forth on this because, like, a baby doesn't know that like arsenic isn't good for you, but yet they would still experience the effects of that. But I think when we come to Earth, so the way I've kind of understood this now, after I've had time to kind of chew on this, is that we come in with this collective belief. So this kind of collective overlay, this collective reality. How come gravity makes stuff fall? How come this does this? How come this does this? And I think we come in with that collective belief that creates this reality. Okay, but once you evolve your consciousness enough, I think you can override that. And the power of belief is huge. So I see this with the negative side of things. Some people will think that something's toxic for them, and that will create toxicity in their body just because they believe that. They think that they read somewhere that, oh, this food is toxic for you and toxic to your cells. Guess what? They're going to create that, and that belief is more impactful than the fact that maybe collectively there is some toxicity here. So something to be very mindful of. Okay. The other side of that is that people will create a belief that something is bad for them, that like food is bad for them, that they'll die early if they eat something. And I don't think really people realize the power of some of these words and the things that they're telling people. You know, there's people that will, Google everything, and they're kind of like following the next thing, the next fad. And really all that, you're feeding yourself with that information. Okay. So be very mindful of those beliefs that you're taking on. All right. And that goes the same too for things with, I've seen this with addiction. I've seen this with, a person thinks they can't have like a cigarette once in a while because they really enjoy that. If it's something you enjoy that really fills your soul, enjoy the crap out of it. Enjoy every little, maybe your thing is beer. Okay, enjoy every little sip of it. Love it. Feel the gratitude for that. Thank you for letting me experience this in this human body. It's not going to be bad for you. It's worse to think, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be having this because I'm told this is bad for me and everyone says this is bad for me. You're going to make it something that's bad for you when in fact it could be this beautiful thing. So just a little something to think about. Love to hear your experiences here with things that you've experienced or things that you've kind of run into in your own healing and in your own work. And yeah, just love to hear your comments on this one. All right, we'll see you on the next video.